sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
That's caught by Tyler Lockett. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
To Lockett working across the field. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Play action now. It's Geno. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
Here's what you call a little bit of a polarizing player, Mike. His career has been a bit of a mixed bag after being a first-round pick a few years back. At times, he looks like a bona fide franchise quarterback. At others, he looks like a guy who's still trying to find his way and take that next step. It's the consistency. That's the biggest issue. If that changes, man, he'll finally be able to reach his full potential.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the former Bill and Texan Devin Singletary. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Jones. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. They get 14 on that hookup. That's good for a Giants first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will have the Seahawks 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan, and for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
On 1st down is Smith. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll run the toss with Walker, and he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Walker. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Smith.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Smith. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks are out to a 10-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
Jones now on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down but they are set up with 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has...
And he will power his way into the end zone. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's Greg Joseph for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense and veteran Tyler Lockett getting ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Smith. Metcalf coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Everyone notices the big play after the catch, Mike, right? That's the easy part, but don't take for granted or overlook how important ball placement is. Being able to hit your target in stride is the difference between a nice completion or a big chunk play like they had here. It allows them to turn into a runner faster, take advantage of that green grass, and big plays typically lead to points.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
From the pistol, Smith. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will get out in front 17-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 12 yards there, and a 1st down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Shotgun now for Jones. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Jones. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds, and he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline, and that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Second down and 8. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Jones. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his 1st read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Jones. This one taken in by Hyatt.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
He'll try to run for it. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes Greg Joseph and the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Joseph's kick is good. And the Giants are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Smith. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Noah Fant, touchdown Seattle. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane to the goal line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now, Jones. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. It was the former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These 2 teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. Running left is Singletary. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run once more with Singletary. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. not going to get away. They track him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
The Giants sending out their punter. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup there, only up to about the 10-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Geno. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Now Jones on the bootleg. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as he gets this one up past the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A shotgun run now with Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the bootleg, it's Smith. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They run with Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here's Walker. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Play action now. It's Gino. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. On the ground, it's Walker. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jones to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Good start there. Early completion, but now they've got to get across midfield and go. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Jones. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now Walker. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Seattle.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They go play action with Smith. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll check this down to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. Here's Geno. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Throw left side, that's Johnson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. To throw is Jones. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They come up for 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, the 12s making noise in Seattle before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Jones to the air again. He has Hyatt complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one taken in by Hyatt. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Now, Jones. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Another try, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Jones to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run here with Walker. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.